I don't know. He's the one who knows. He's the one who can tell.
Thank you. Mr. Jagne, when you were going to Burfoot, or you self-posted yourself to Burfoot, were you armed?
Mr. Jagne, time bi nga yóbboo sa bopp Burfoot, ndax time woowu yaa ngi gànnaayu woon.
Wow.
Yes.
The coalition boys that you met there, were they in active service in the military?
Coalition boys yi nga fekk foofu noonu ndax ñu ngi woon si army bi.
Coalition boys you fekkee civil yi moo fekk nekkoon si army bi fekkee ne coalition boys yi nekkoon si army bi.
The coalition boys that I meet there, at least those ones, they were not in the army.
For how long were you with your arms?
Sa gànnaay bi nga amee woon ci ban diir la nekkoon ak yow.
Mënuma recall waaye yàgg naa man de am naa man roughly 2-3 weeks. Estimate to that.
I cannot remember, but it spent time with me almost for 2-3 weeks.
And when you were there, you were taking orders from who?
Bi nga nekkee foofu noonu ki kan nga doon jël ndigal.
Bi ma nekkee foofu noonu man maa Turo Jagne ñoo fa nekkoon because moom lañ appointed for chief security of that place.
When I was there with Turo Jagne because he was the one appointed there as chief security.
Appointed by who?
Kan moo ko appoint on who?
The president.
The president.
And you were reporting to him?
Te da nga doon dem ci moom pour ndigal.
Wow.
A civilian?
Yes. Civilian.
Waaw because time boobu mënuma wax ne amoon any command and control boo xam ne ni boobu naka duma ko mën a wax si olof nag amoon any command and control boo xam ne ni man dinaa fa mën a dem pour wax ak moom naka lay doxale liggéey bi.
Because by that time I was not having any command to go and report to. He was the only one.
There was command and control. There was the head of the army, and there were senior men that were in the army. The army was still around, right or wrong?
Mr. Jagne, command and for one because njiiti soldaar yi mu ngi fa woon soldaar yaa ngi fa woon waroon nga magi soldaar yi ñu ngi fa woon.
Njiiti soldaar bi mooy CDS Badji te Badji time boobu noonu nekkatul office mi ngi doon wër si mbedd Johnson boo leen fekk mu taxaw.
The head of the army was the CDS Badji, and Badji was not there. Not anywhere you go to you meet Badji there.
Badji was a senior guy. There were people who are below Badji and who you were supposed to report to.
Badji moom moo nekkoon njiit bi waaye am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi woon si ron Badji ñoo xam ne ay mag lañ ñu waroon ngaa mun a wax ak ñooñu.
ñi nekkoon si gannaaw si ron Badji si ñi ma war a report te boo leen si camp bi doo dem fekk fa commandant ñu fa fekk mooy suma rang miti la sergeant yi di high rankas yu fa le fekk ay otu la owan and lieutenant yu bay doon dee gis.
There were senior officers, but in those times, when you go to the camp, you will not meet those people there. The people you will meet there will be the sergeants, the O2, the O1s.
What was your rank during that time?
Lan mo nekon sa rank time mo?
Take corporal.
Then I was a corporal.
And they were sergeants in the camp?
And mu ngi amon ay sergeants in camp.
Wow.
Yes.
And they were your senior?
And you nekon sa njiit.
Through by rank, ñoma senior.
Why didn't you report to them?
Yes, through by rank. Lutax demuloo report si ñooñu?
Because at time I don't know whom to trust. I can't lie wax.
Because by that time I don't know who to trust and who to talk to.
What do you mean I don't know who to trust?
Lan that means xamuloo koy óolu.
Because of in military, as far as I know, in military, si military bi fekkee man li ko mën a xam mooy su petit si demee comme situation bi nekkoon then fooguma ne man temps boobu noonu amoon naa xel bi pour dem si sergeant wala auto pour jël si moom permission because of temps boobu even soo jëlee si moom permission sax when things fall apart du la mën a baag si benn boor.
In the military, as far as I know, in situation like that, the situation we were, you cannot go to a sergeant or somebody of that rank and you reporting to him, because if things fall apart, he will not take responsibility.
But Mr. Yang, you reported to a civilian.
Why, Mr. Jagne, yang doon dem si koo xam ne nekkut soldat.
Waaw nekkutoon soldat dëgg la wax dëgg la nekkutoon soldat bi ma ñëwee foofu noonu moom laa gis ne moom mooy di guy control of anything loo xam ne nii moom moo belong to the present head of state.
It's true, he was not an army, but when he came there, what I saw is he was in charge of that place, and he was the person that the president put there. So he's the only one that I can report to.
Mr. Yang, I think I'm not buying the story because it's like there were people who are your immediate boss. To whom did you return this gun when we were there? To whom did you return your arm?
Mr. Jagne, nekuma di jema jenda xibaar waaye yow bi nga nekkee foofu noonu am na ñoo xam ne ñoom ñoo nekkoon sa boss yow sa ngànnaay bi nga koo delloo ci kan nga ko delloo woon.
Si Amori bi.
To the Amori.
Who was in charge of the Amori?
Kan moo nekkoon in charge Amori.
Benn sergeant la fa fekk.
I found one sergeant there.
Who was your senior?
Moo nekkoon sa senior.
Wow.
Yes.
And what did you tell him when you were returning the Amori?
And fan nga ko wax ne ko, what did you tell him?
What did you tell him when you were returning the Amori? What did you tell him?
Lan nga ko wax bi ka delloo sa ngànnaay.
Because dama ko ne dañ am dañ joxe ordre ne soldat yi nga xam ne yëpp am ngànnaay nañ delloo seen ngànnaay ci camp yi.
I told him that we have an order that all these securities that are having arms, let them return it to the Amori.
Order from where?
Order bi fu mu jógee.
Order bi fii jógee boobu leen ma li ma wax mooy président moom moo ne soldat yi amee seen ngànnaay yëpp nañ ko delloo because ñi ngi am foreign ñi ngi amee ay gan yoo xam ne ñoom tamit borom ngànnaay lañ di mën a bokkaa ñoom liggéey ku nekk am ngànnaay.
Where the order comes from, I was told that the president said all those who are having arms should return them because we have foreign troops that are in the country and they have their arms.
Mr. Jagne, when you were returning this arm, was the current president in the Gambia or outside the Gambia?
Mr. Jagne, bi nga delloo sa ngànnaay bii nii ndax current president mu ngi woon ci biir dëkk bi ndax mu ngi woon ci biti réew.
Fekk nekku fi mi ngi woon Dakar.
Then he was not here, he was in Dakar.
But by then they were not foreign troops in the Gambia.
Kon waxtu boobu foreign troops yi nekkuñu woon ci biir Gambia.
ñu ñëpp a de bëgguñu woon gars yi dugg fekk ñoo ngànnaay moo tax ñu ne nañ delloo suuf ngànnaay yëpp because ñi ngi war a ñëw te ñoo tamit dañ am ngànnaay.
That time they don't want the foreign troops to come and find us with our weapons, so that was why we were asked to return all our weapons before they enter.
So yeah, I think we need to be very, very, very honest here, Mr. Jagne. You return your arms to a soldier like you, arms that we were accountable of. You return it to a soldier, and then it's like you run away and went and join civilians. Right or wrong?
Dafa mel ni yow da nga delloo sa ngànnaay bi jox ko beneen soldat nga delluwaat dugga si biir civilian si daw dem.
Well, because of order boobu am.
Yes, because that's the order I have.
But during that time, you were a runaway soldier.
Waxtu boobu noonu da nga nekkoon soldat bu daw.
Foog nga ne suma dawoon du ma toog Gambie.
If I run, I was not going to be.
But you were not in service.
I nekkatuloo woon si service.
maa ngi service because of.
But you have to command from anywhere.
Nekkuloo woon di jot command from anywhere.
Waaw boobu dëgg la.
And you posted yourself somewhere.
Te am na fu ñu la postoon.
When you were no more in the service.
Yow nekkatuloo woon si
service. Yes or no?
Waaw wala déedéet.
Mine was active service.
No, because you are just like the coalition boys.
Mais déedéet because yow yaa ngi meloon ni comme coalition boys yi rek.
My coalition boys do mën a equal because mine was enlisted in the army at the time.
I cannot be the same with the coalition boys because by then I was in the army.
Because by then you were your own commander, you were your own chief, you were your own head, you were taking your own the law in your I mean the rules in your own hands.
time boobu noonu yow yaa nekk sa boosi boppa yow yaa nekk sa lépp boppa sa lu nekk danga koy jëlal sa boppa.
Comme maa nekk suma boosi boppa boobu leen du ma mën a jël boobu because dégg suma boosi boppa ndik bi ma demee fekk naa fa suma moromi soldat yoo xam ne ni ñoom ñoo ma ëpp rank te ñoo ma jiitu si liggéey bi te the same thing liñ def loolu laa def.
That I was my own commander, my own boss, my own chief, that I will not take it because when I went there, I found soldiers who were my bosses, whose ranks were more than my rank, and I was under them. So I cannot take that.
Soldiers or ex-soldiers?
I soldier lañ ndax ñoo xam ne ay soldat lañ woon.
They registered in the army by then, and they are still serving them. Tambo ñëwoon si army te ba léegi ñi ci army bi.
They were registered in the army, and by that time they were still in the army.
Who are they? Give me one of them.
ñoo ñan la woon nga jox ma kenn si ñoom.
Bari na fa because weesu ma nekk di mention ni bokkoon na si te moom otu la woon.
There are many there because the USO that I am mentioning here was one of them, and he was an O2, USO.
Then fekk naa fa tamit beneen couple benn sergeant Sonko moom soldat la woon.
I found there also one Sergeant Sonko. He was also a soldier.
Fekk naa fa benn otu moo tamit sergeant la woon otu fàtte naa seen waaye moo tamit mi ngi woon si army bi te otu la.
I found there one O2. He was a sergeant. He also was there, and he was a soldier.
But Mr. Jagne, you said you were taking command from Trojana. Or Trojana or Trojana.
Mr. Jagne, Mr. Jagne, you had not jëlee command si Turo Jawne.
Foofu képp ku fa nekk time boobu noonu si Turo Jawne nga dee jël te mooy suma senior mooy suma junior ñun yëpp si Turo Jawne lañ nekkoon.
That is, anybody who was there was taking command from Jaune. Whether you are my senior or my junior or the same rank with me, all of us were taking command from Jaune.
So this is why I said that you were doing the wrong thing because you were taking command from a civilian.
Loolu tax mu ne kon yow dang doon def lu jubut parce que yow yaa ngi doon jël command from a civilian.
What? Accept na boobu.
Yes, I accept it.
Thank you. Mr. Jagne.
Mr. Jagne.
When you had a discussion when we are going to MSA,
Bi nga déggee ne coalition boys yi dañoo dem MSA.
on the ground,
Ci foofu.
did you meet some members of the coalition boys there?
Ndax fekk nga foofu noonu coalition boys yi.
Fekk naa leen si ground bi ban ground.
At the MSA?
MSA.
Waaw fekk naa leen fa.
Yes, I found them there.
What were they doing there? Were they posted there by Trojano or they were there on their own?
Lan lañ fa doon def Turo Jawne moo leen fa yóbbu woon ndax dañ nekkoon foofu noonu si seen coobere boppa.
First day biñ demee la moo laajte wala after man bi ma demee ba toog gars yi fekk ma fa ban la see laajte.
The first day when I went there or after when they came and found me
The
there?
first day you went there with them. Or
First
you
day
met them there.
First day bi nga demee foofu noonu ak ñoom ndax foofu nga leen fekk.
First day bi ma demee foofu laa leen fekka.
The first day when I went, that's where I met them.
Waaw waaye du ma mën a wax ne dañ jël order si Trojan di dégguma turo mu leen koo wax.
But I cannot say they took order from Turo Jawne because I didn't hear Turo say it to them.
What were they doing there?
Lan lañ fa doon def.
ñoom dañ demoon pour jël fa yenn moto.
They went to took some vehicle.
From who?
Ci kan.
si Siaka ki fa nekkoon.
From Siaka, the one that was there.
And there was no military guy there.
Ndax amutoon benn soldat bu fa nekkoon.
ñoom time yi ñu demee.
Wow.
The time they went, yes.
gis ma fa benn soldat.
I didn't see any soldier there.
Mr. Jagne, can we go back to those days as you mentioned? When you were posted at MSA,
Time biñ la yóbbu MSA.
or the first day you went there with the soldiers, with the coalition boys,
Wala first day bi nga demee ko woon ak coalition boys.
were there any turning machines around that area that were meant to repair maintenance engines?
Ndax am na wenn tool machine yi fa nekkoon yoo xam ne leen fa yóbbu woon pour maintenance moto yeeg yooyu.
waaw ñu fa station noonu.
Yes, they were stationed there.
Where are those machines?
Ana machines yooyu.
machine yooyu fa la nekkoon benn ma faa jógee fa la nekkoon.
The machines were there until the time I was leaving that place, they were there.
You said the day you went there, during your first day, you said the day you went there, there were material that were stolen.
nga ne yow bés bi nga demee first day bi nga demee foofu noonu dafa am machine yu ñu sàccoon.
machine yooyu yi ñu sàcc ak moom machine yi moo laajte du benn.
The machines that were stolen and the ones who were asking.
My question, you said there were machines that were stolen. I didn't finish my statement.
Okay.
mu ne da nga ne dafa am yu ñu sàccoon.
dafa am bagage yu ñu sàcc.
You sàccoon, yes.
dafa am bagage yu ñu sàccoon.
waaw.
What were they?
lañ la woon yan façon bagage la woon.
bagage yooyu duma ko mën a identify because li tax duma ko mën a identify mooy ni ma xamee dañ ko sàcc biñ demee round ci gannaaw kóotu ba léegi sa whole bampa dafa am benn place bu gaay daane fence bi so duga ma gis yenn moto ngi tampat and then li gën a tax ma óolu ne sàcc bagage yi dafa am benn gearbox bu gaay doon bëgg a dugal ci pax bi mënu faa dugal gaay start pour toj fence bi so mënta dem moo fekk fa gearbox ba toog.
I cannot identify the type of materials that were stolen. But the reason why I know that things were stolen there, because at the fence behind, the fence was broken. So when we came, in fact, they were trying to take away a gearbox, but they couldn't because it couldn't fit there. So when I came, we found that gearbox there. That's the time, and some of the vehicles also were tampered with. So that is why we know that some of the materials were stolen.
So you only assume that they were materials stolen because of the fallen fence?
léegi yow da nga xalaat rek ne dafa am bagage yu fa sàcca because of ñu ngi toj fence bi.
waaw te plus fekk na fa evidence gaa ko teg.
Yes, and also I found that they put some of the materials there.
Was Siaka around?
Ndax Siaka mu ngi fa woon.
fekk Siaka nekku fa.
Siaka was not there.
When you took over MSA,
bi nga jëlee MSA.
did Siaka hand over anything to you?
Ndax Siaka dafa hand over dara ci yow.
déedéet.
No.
He didn't.
Joxut la dara. No.
Mr. Jagne, Sergeant Jagne, the Red Council asked you on the question on Thursday. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't recall the date. And then he read a letter for you that was dated on the 20th 11 2017 on the document 18-2027 of Ms. Bensouda. And when he read the letter to you, there were attachments on that letter. And on the attachment, there were a few items that were read to you. To an extent, you said no. And then you said Mr. Sediba he wanted to sacrifice you, but you are here to say the truth, and you must talk the truth. What kind of truth do you want to say about that issue?
Mr. Jagne, su ñu lay fàttale ku keroog si àllarba bi wala alxamis Lead Council am na leeta bu mu la riidaloon leeta boo xam ne mu ngi jógee si Bensouda ci leeta woon bi mu koy riid mu ngi wax ne am na bagage yoo xam ne somebody left.
There were materials, for example, the workshop needed to verify and to find out in the language, I'm reading it the way it is, parked vehicles were removed and taken away, repaired and giving them away. The other one also made mention that you forcefully removed Siaka. I think this thing was said to you.
ne am na bagage yoo xam ne ñu ngi leen génnee woon foofu noonu ba pare ci leeta bi tam mu ngi wax ne yow da nga forcé woon Siaka pour génnee ko foofu noonu xanaa waxoon nañ la yi
waaw waxoon nañ
après after si diggante bi yaa nga waxoon ne dafa am dëgg boo bugg a wax léegi dëgg boobu noonu la bugg a xam mooy lan.
dëgg mooy ko ma déma because ñu ngi ma accuse loo xam ne nii amuñ si any evidence na man dama jël oo jëluma because gis nañ moto yi génn xamuñ fi moto yi dem like tracteur bi ñu wax noonu leen ak moto yi génn ak bagage yi ni ñu génne xamuñ ko moo tax ñu bind lettre bu foog ne man dama jël bagage yi sàcc ko dama ko dugal place moo tax ma su ma ñëwee di tout we ribul moo tax de mooy leen tracteur yi delloowaat nañ ko te moom seedi ba si boppam confirme na ne tracteur bi delloowaat nañ ko moom di seen seedi ba confirme na ne government auction ñoom jaay nañ tracteur bi and di seen seedi ba moom confirme na ne moto yi génnoon nekkul ne dañ ko just lifi naka tooy dañ ko labaj moo si moom confirm ne moto yi ñu ngi ko jox ñoo xam ne ñu ngi ko use ba léegi si nguur gi di seen série ba moom confirm ne machine yi mu génne woon si moto yi ñu ko def moom lañ jox nit ñi pour ñu use ko lii moo tax ma ne su ma ñëwee dëgg dina am because soo gisee lii bagage yi nekkoon fa moo dañu foog ne bagage yi dama ko njuuj njaaj.
The truth that I am talking about is the same thing what the letter is saying, because they thought that I sold those tractors and those materials that they are talking about in the letter. This is why I said when I come, I will reveal the truth, and that is the truth. Even Pro himself can confirm that. Sediba himself can confirm that those tractors came back and they were auctioned, they were sold. He saw it, he can confirm that. And Sediba himself can confirm that these equipments that they are talking about, the materials, were put into vehicles, use them to maintenance vehicles, and those vehicles are used by government officials. He can confirm that. He himself can confirm that the vehicles that I am talking about are the same vehicles that the officers are using in the government right now. This is what I was saying. This is why I was saying that I was going to say the truth about these things that they are talking about, the vehicles and the materials.
Mr. Siriba, here they mentioned, Mr. Jagne, here they mentioned 4 tractors. And yesterday you said there were only 2.
Mr. Jagne, fii dañ wax ne ñeneenti tractor. Waaye yow démb da nga wax ne ñaari tractor.
Moom mi ko bind xam ne ñaar.
He who writes it knows that it's 2.
Because dem na be confirm ne ñaar la. Mu si boppam biñ ko delloowaat dama ko omu ñëw président gis ne delloo nañ ko.
He himself was there. He confirmed that there were 2. He saw it.
Not the one who wrote, but you asked Mr. Jagne, how many tractors were taken to Abundung by you?
Nekut kiko binda waaye yow Mr. Jagne yow mi nga xam ne yaa yooyu yóbbu ñaata tractors lañ yóbbu woon Bundung yow sa bopp ñaata tractors nga yóbbu woon Bundung.
ñaari tractor lañ yóbbu woon pour cannibalize ko mënut a materialize ñu delloo ko.
ñaari 2 tractors were taken to Bundung to cannibalize them, but it couldn't materialize, so we returned them.
What was the problem with those tractors?
Lan moo nekkoon problème si ñaari tractors yi.
dañ am problème ñu bëgg koo cannibalize ekkati benn defar benn.
Both of them have problems, so we wanted to cannibalize them to remove parts from one and put them on the other one so that that one can work, but it couldn't work.
What was the problem?
Lan moo nekkoon seen problem exactly.
Problem bi ko mën xam te tàlloo ko xanaa daal dafa pan.
You cannot know the problem when you don't start the engine. But all I know is they had a breakdown.
But the intention was to cannibalize them in it.
So again, send halat mooy ne woon pour ngeen cannibalize.
Wow.
That means there was a problem with A and B.
Mu mel ni kon yéen xamoon ngeen ne nangam bi moo ci am problème léegi lii lañ war a génne fii pour def ko fii.
ni nga ko mën a xamee mooy soo amee time nga toog nga seet ñoom ñaar ban moo si am minor problème nga maintenance ko but after that la cooli ba gars yi ñëw gis mu tracteur bi c'est balaa cooli di bëri delloo ko so mujjee ko la.
The only thing you can do is to look at check them and then know which problems they have, and then you cannibalize them. But when Sediba came, he knows that he cannot work, then he asked for them to be returned.
So you took them there without knowing the problem?
Say again?
You took those tractors there without knowing the problem of those tractors?
Dengan you want tractors, you know, xamulen won lan moy problème yi tractors.
Dañ ko bëgg diagnose xam na la after bi ñu started di wax na tractor yi génn Sediba mu ne waji bëna delloo ko si la ko delloo moo tax xawma problème.
We wanted to diagnose them to know what the problem is. Well, when people were talking, everybody was talking, they have taken the tractor, Sediba asked them to return them, and we returned them.
Well, Mr. Jagne, you said here yesterday that Mr. Gay advised you that those tractors cannot be cannibalized, but engine are not the same. I think you said it here yesterday.
Well, so I want to wax ne Mr. Gay dafa wax ne la tractors yooyu noonu duñ leen mun a cannibalize because nekkuñ benn marque loolu tax nga ndeeloo leen.
Moom mooy Mr. Gay moo nekk Peter bi comme li ma wax man I'm not good in tractor but I'm good in a vehicle waaye man loolu ma boy bi wax waaye man gis naa ne wax ji bari moo tax mu ne ma ne nañ ko génne fi delloo ko loolu moo tax ma wax loolu leen.
Mr. Gay is the mechanic. He is the one who knows about tractors. I am a mechanic, but I am not a tractor expert. So that's what he told me. This is why we returned them.
No, but my question here, he said that he returned the tractors because they don't, by the time we had only the tractors, he didn't know what the problem of the tractors were. And Mr. Gay advising that the tractor cannot be cannibalized because the mass are different.
Time begin I yobu tractors. yéen xamu leen woon lan mooy woon problème yi tracteurs ci la Mr Gay la wax ne la lii duñ leen mun a cannibalize because nekkuñ di seen maak so looloo tax ngeen delloowaat leen.
loolu waxi fita bi la pour moto bi génne si garaasam because of cooli dafa bari waaye man xam naa ne doo am na good in baaxuma si affaire yi tracteur waaye as a technicien bagage su mooy dem soo ko gisee di nga ko xam waaye because of cooli bari na nit ñaa ngi dugg foofu génne di ko laajte lii moo ko confuse mu ma du mën a dem delloo leen ko.
Those are the works of the mechanic, the owner of the garage. Because people were talking, everybody was talking, so the noise was too much. This is why he decided that let's remove them there. But for me, I am a mechanic. I know we could have done it.
Mr. Jai, how many new tractors were at MSC? How many new tractors were at MSC from 0 mileage?
ñaata tractor US ñoo nekkoon MSC yoo xam ne 0 mileage la. I cannot quantify them, but they were many.
More than 10?
Now, upon nañ fukka.
War na over 10. Why diga mun ma figure bi.
Can be more than 10, but definitely I cannot tell you the figure.
Were they all oxen?
Ndax ñoom yëpp dañ leen oxen on.
Waa jaay nañ leen.
Yes, they were oxen.
All those tractors were oxen?
Nah, tractors you know, yep, dañ leen oxen on.
Yep, see, while I was there in my presence, only tractors jaay nañ leen, only in my presence.
Time bima fan, when I was there, all the tractors were oxen in my presence.
Who was on the ground doing the oxen?
Ndax yaa ngi woon foofu noonu bi ñoo oxen.
Waaw maa ngi fa woon.
Yes, I was there.
Who was the one?
Kan moo doon oxen? Karabulay.
And who was representing the commission?
Kan moo fa nekkaloon commission bi? Alhaji Kura.
Who did the evaluation?
Kan moo def evaluation bi?
Late Mr. Njai called something Njai. I forgot the first name.
Late Mr. Njai la fàtte naa tur bi waaye da late Mr. Njai. I forgot his name, but he's something Njai. Ibrahim Njai.
Mr. Jai, on that very day, did they only sell new cattle or they show other cattle that were also not, that were motorable?
Bes boobu bi ñuy jaay ndax tracteur yu ees rek lañ jaay ndax jaayoon na yeneen tracteur yoo xam ne nekkuñ yu ees waaye ñu ngee daw.
am na yoo xam ne jaayul dafa bàyyoon sax think foog na affaire price bi moo nekkoon problème waaye jaayul waaye tracteur ees moom yëpp la gars yi jaayul instant.
There are other tractors there that were not sold, maybe because of problem of price. But apart from that, they were reserved there. But apart from that, all the new tractors were sold.
Mr. I made mention about the value yesterday that before they will value a vehicle or value a tractor, they will remove the parts, keep the parts aside, and then give a value, and then later on resell those parts. Right or wrong?
So I wonder if the evaluation bi moom balaa ñoo def evaluation dañoo tracteur yu es dañoo ñëw génnee parts yi foofu noonu denca leen ba pare ñu jaay tracteur bi suñ paree ñu jaayaat parts yi tam ndax loolu dëgg la dëgg.
li ma fekkee loolu moto yi laa gis waaye si àll bi tracteur yi dañ ko def waaye kóotu moto yi gis naa def nañ ko waaye gisuma ñu laal tracteur yi es.
What I witnessed in the provinces, they did it to the tractors. In MSA, they did it to the vehicles, but tractors, no.
They did it in your presence or in your absence, the vehicles?
Moto is sakanam langine party na sagana.
What? The money is gang.
Yes, I do see them removing them.
Did you complain to your seniors?
Ndax wax nga ko sa njiti.
What now? Mune mane Jagne commission bi mo len appoint. So say nekus.
I told him, but he told me that Jagne commission appointed them. So that is not your business.
Mr. Jai, you reported to who?
Mr. Jai, can go report on?
Vehicle control, they got HIA, those people, that's Commissioner Sediba.
Vehicle control, the vehicle control, the guy that was responsible for the vehicle, that's Sediba.
Sediba was the one you reported to?
That's Sediba nga ko report on.
They did the auction?
ñi def auction bi
they sold at a very low price,
ñu jaayee ko price bu yomb
and later on those people also went to sell those parts to those buyers.
ñooñu tam delluwaat jëlaat bagage yooyu noonu jaayaat ko ñi jënda moto yi
comme di seen bi wax ndax lu Seydi Ba wala dégg ma understand ma foofu
Was that the case?
mu ne ndax loolu moo happen comme nit ñi day ñëw jënda seeni moto te kay ñu ngi génnee parts yi ñu jënda moto yi ba pare di seen nit ñi génne woon parts yi te auction nañ moto ñu ñëwaat jaayaat parts yi ñi jënda moto yi
loolu xew na fa
yes that happened
By then, Mr. Fadera was in town.
ndax Fadera mu ngi woon si dëkk bi
Fadera déedéet fekk demoon na appointment
Fadera no then he went to his appointment
Mr. Jan, didn't you fail in your duty by allowing that to happen without you taking any action?
ndax xam nga ne da feel nga sa duty pour li nga alaaw loolu noonu mu xew
feelu ma suma juuti ndik bi ma ko gisee
I didn't fail in my duty because when I saw it
report naa ko si ki nga xam ne ni moom moo waxoon ma toog fa ma xool bagage yi
I reported to the person who assigned me to sit there and take care of the material.
waaye li ma wax mooy kooku leen dañ ko fa appoint léegi moom moo la fa ëpp doole bàyyi ko
But when he told me that that guy is appointed there and he is more powerful for you there, leave him there.
But Mr. Jan, you said that guy was powerful and he was not given responsibility to secure those vehicles. The responsibility was on you as a soldier. How to secure those people and property. You are to happen from a civilian.
Mr. Jai, nga ne waajooju dafa am doole te waajooju joxuñ ko place pour mu toppatoo foofu yow lañ ko jox pour yow nga toppatoo foofu noonu léegi yow naka nga nangoo waajooju noonu di def loolu noonu te yow yaa responsible foofu noonu
waaye joñ ko place si nekk waaye am na fa office am fa secretary am fa yëpp ñu hand over ko everything because inventory bi bi ko Seydi Ba joxee Janneh commission bi oyal pour appoint ko dañ ko jox inventory moto yi den muy dem through the vehicle one after the other man awma inventory naka laa ko ëpp doole
You said Waji. Who is this Waji?
I said Mr. Njai
Mr. Njai.
Mr. Njai the evaluator
Ibrahim Njai.
Ibrahim Njai the evaluator
Karo.
I said Ibrahim Njai, the evaluator, when he was there, he was given an office, he was given a secretary, he was given everything, and everything was handed over to him. He was having the inventory, he was taking inventory of all the vehicles, everything was under him. So that was why I couldn't do anything about it.
Mr. Njai. Handing over to Mr. Njai. Did they hand over the materials to Mr. Njai or they gave him the responsibility to do the auction or an evaluate?
Mr. Jai, nga ne handing over, bi ñoo hand over, ndax material lañ hand over si Mr. Njai, ndax yow yaa amee woon material, kooku responsibility lañ ko joxoon rek pour nekk fa woon pour mbiri evaluation.
man material bi lii tax ma toog fa mooy
The materials, the reason why I was there is
pour léegi mooy ne buñ génnee moto yi
so that they don't remove any vehicle
fekk Janneh commission member xamu si dara
before the Janneh commission members know anything about it,
wala moom Seydi Ba in charge xamu si dara
or Seydi Ba himself know anything about it,
wala commissioner Dabo ki fa isi PIU xamu si dara
or Commissioner Dabo, the one who brought the PIU there, did not know anything about it.
waaye si case bi nii report naa ko si bëgg report mu ne ma ne bàyyi ko kooku moo fa nekk pour loolu
But this incident, I reported it to
Seydi Ba
Seydi Ba, and he said, leave him, he's the one in charge. He's the one there.
man suma doole foofu la maa dem beyond that mënu maa dem si kaw lu passé loolu
That's where my power stopped. I cannot go beyond that.
Was Dabo aware?
Ndax Dabo yegoon na ko.
Dabo boobu Seydi Ba ma ko def fii fa certain things ba am na yeneen man na ko def day waaye bii Seydi Ba laa wax because Dabo waaye moto yi under Seydi Ba la nekk so loolu moo tax moo ko Seydi Ba if anything moom den si la war a call Dabo
That Dabo, I normally give him information, but this time I talked to Seydi Ba because Seydi Ba is in charge of people. That is why I talked to. If there anything that concerns security, I talked to Dabo. But this one is about vehicles, so this is why I talked to Seydi Ba.
Mr. Njai, will you agree with me that what Mr. Njai was doing with his thing was criminal?
Mr. Njai, ndax di nga nangu ko ak man ne Mr. Njai ak njam ni ay njuuj njaaj lañu woon.
still by trick I agree with you
Wow, yes, I agree.
Thank you.
Jërëjëf.
Mr. Jagne, on the same book, there is a list of vehicles that were seized from civilian soldiers.
Mr. Jagne, si benn bugg bi ba léegi am na moto yoo xam ne ñu ngi leen siisoon si loxo ay civilian ak ay soldats.
waaw am na.
Were you part of those people going to take those vehicles from those people?
ndax bokk nga si ñi doon dem round di jël moto yi si loxo ñooñu.
am na si yoo xam ne lii su ma Seydi Ba koolee dama leen jël moto isi ko.
Some of them, when Seydi Ba called me, I go there and collect them and bring them.
Can you give me 2 civilians and 2 vehicles from them?
ndax mun nga ma wax ñaar ci ñoom.
Ñaari civilian.
ñaari civilian.
Civilian mooy ki ma mention démb something Matar si Matar Jammeh ou Matar I can't recall the surname before I mistake. Kooku Matar la mi ngi dëkk boori Wellingara.
One of them is the one I mentioned yesterday, Matar something. I don't know his surname, but he is Matar. He is staying in Joswang.
benn bi boobu leen coalition bi moo demoon pour jël ko ma na intercept si yoon bi isi ko mooy bu kii jigéen bi nii mi ngi dëkk boori xam ku xama.
The other one, the coalition went to pick it from that
Maybe I'll
part
crack
and I intercepted.
my brain.
And that's the one that is staying around Kunkujang, the lady. I
Boobu leen
cannot
jël
remember the name.
isi ko Kotu.
I brought the vehicle at Kotu.
Before taking those vehicles from them, do you ask them their documents?
Ndax balaa nga doon jël moto yi si loxo ñooñu ndax laajte woon nga seen kayit yi.
Okay, first bi bu Matar bi.
The first one, Matar School.
Because moom si boppam bi ma Seydi Ba ne ma Matar mi ngi noonu mi ngi dem boori Tabakoto.
Because the first one, Matar, Sediba told me he's on his way going around Tabokoto.
Mu ne ma demal këram mu fa wax ko mu jox la caay moto bi.
He asked me to go to his house. He's there. Let him ask him to give me the key.
Ma ne ko léegi affaire yi papers yi nag.
I told him, what about the documents?
Mu ne ma moto yëpp amuñ document.
He told me all the vehicles don't have documents.
Te bii ma demee si Matar.
And when I went to Matar,
definitely Matar was very simple to me.
Matar was very simple to me.
Ma wax ak moom mu jël caay bi jox ma ko.
I talked to him and he gave me the key. I took it.
Del ma isi moto bi.
And I brought the vehicle.
Ma hand over ko Seydi Ba.
I handed it over to Sediba.
There was no document shown to you
La wonuñ la won ben kay.
Déedéet.
from all the civilians that you took vehicles from them.
Yooyu yëpp su ma laajee Seydi Ba dama amuñ document amul kenn ku ma woon.
All those other ones, whenever I ask, they will tell me there is no document for the vehicle.
Mr. Jagne,
fekkee fàtte wu ma ko dafa yàgg yu bëri mun naa ko fàtte.
Mr. Jagne,
If I don't forget, because long time, maybe I might forget some of these things.
I know you know State House very well.
xam naa ne xam nga State House bu baax.
Were there any building materials in State House?
Any?
Building materials?
Ndax amutoon yéen bagages yi sampa yi nekkoon State House.
boobu definitely duma ko mën a wax because xama si loolu dara dëgg na yàlla.
Definitely I cannot say that because I didn't know anything about that.
When they were doing the auction, were you in State House?
Bi ñuy auction ndax yaa ngi woon State House.
Team bi nekk State House that day man dew ma woon.
The team that was at State House that day, I didn't go there.
waaye within combo maa ngi fa woon.
But within Combo, I was there.
About the bosses
Mbiri boss.
that you told and took them to Canifing,
Yi nga yóbbu Kanifing.
and they told that they were auctioned and bought by people.
Dañ leen jaay ci ay nit ak leen jënda.
Did they show all documents that these people were the one who bought these bosses?
Ndax won nañ la yéen kayit pour won la ne la ñii ñoo jënda moto yii nii.
déedéet wonuñu ma kayit li tax wonuñu ma kayit.
No, I was not sold any document. But the reason I was not sold any document,
because the same Seydi Famara Seydi Ba
the same farmer Sediba
moom ci ma ana sa crane bi.
is the one who called me and asked me, where is your crane?
mi ngi nekk in good dama la ko wax.
Is it in good condition? I said yes.
pour ma dafa am moto ñu war a transfer from cement store si gannaaw cement store.
You should transfer some vehicles from cement store behind.
because there is a place cement there's a store called cement store now people used to no la léegi place bi cement store moto yi fa nekk dañu war a move to Kanifing.
There's a place called cement store behind. There are vehicles there and we should take the vehicles to Kanifing.
because
They want to fence there.
Guy, you ko.
Because people that bought these vehicles didn't come and pick them.
Why now they call individual more motor be me canopy.
But I'll call them individual and tell them that your vehicles are at Canopy.
Then a small part of the see election, I think small part of it. Well, I'm we cannot follow small part of it. Why exactly why so then have a small driver.
If I don't forget, I think it was on a weekend, but the following day I went with my driver there.
You confirm this boss young for how?
We confirmed that the boss were there.
Like man of affair foil binat.
And I told him, how about the fuel?
When my beer set house thing and foil.
He told me that you're going to fuel the vehicle in State House here.
Then I think the so in a party because of record. I think Monday for them on. Then Tuesday.
If I don't forget, I think I went there on Monday. Then Tuesday.
Maybe small jump day we may blame because the money party. Why so party Monday on Tuesday like I start.
If I forget the date, don't blame me because it's a long time ago. But I think we went there on Monday. The following day was Tuesday. We went there.
Then see the guys start the Canopy.
Then we started bringing the vehicles to Canopy.
See back gate, see first gate, but
the back gate where the big gate is behind.
So in first is you do it Canopy.
The first one they brought, we put them inside Canopy.
After you nyari guy you know.
Then we have two people that came. When they came, they met me. We are the one who bought the boss in Banjul, but we are told that they are brought here. I told them that yes, it's true. Yes, we came to see them. I asked them to go back to Sediba, the one who knows that you bought the vehicle. Then you talk to him.
Okay, thank God you comply, man.
Thank God they comply.
So guide them.
They went.
Believe.
And then the boys continue bringing the vehicles.
That very day,
that very day, those two men left there.
I recall the date and the time.
I cannot recall the date and the time. Then Sediba called me. And he said, these people have started coming to pick their vehicles.
Why then
but we sold them the vehicle, but we didn't sell them the vehicles for them to drive them.
Wow. So then go a dog.
So now they should cut them.
Then soon you allow a new doctor.
Then they come, allow them to cut them.
Malako did it.
I said, okay.
No, Malako did it.
I said no.
The smaller allow. Then you see you. Then that clarify came because nit munanyo man mamo take some market.
Then if I should allow that, then they should come back to you. You give them clearance because otherwise somebody can just come and say, I own this, and I said yes.
Wow, soon copy you kunyo ne kumunyo iswale kaitam.
He said, yes, our copies are here. Whoever comes, let them come here and we clarify it.
So, Dila started at Nyom.
This is the way I started with them.
Sediba.
Whoever comes, I refer him to Sediba.
Sediba call me, give me go ahead.
Sediba call me and give me the go ahead, then I'll allow the person.
The
others, they cut them there. Some of them tore them and take them. This is what I know about the bosses.
Mr. Jagne, you said the vehicles were sold at
State House.
That's what they told you.
But I will not witness it.
That's what they told you.
By Sediba.
And to remove those vehicles from there, you use state fuel to take those vehicles to Canifing without the responsibility of those people who bought those vehicles.
The responsibility
Was that correct?
If you want something clear, if you go to where they sell the fuel, fuel dump, where they pick the fuel at the fuel dump in State House.
Because so whole book one motor be foil beam gel at the purpose mugel foil.
If you look at the book, it tells you the vehicle and the reason why it's taking the fuel.
State fuel blend.
What happened?
Man, con state fuel len use.
Then we use state fuel.
So, Mr. Jan, you said what they were told was you have to buy these buses, but you should not drive them.
li nga wax mooy ñoom dañ leen wax ne dañuy jënd moto yi waaye duñ ko dawal.
Li ma wax mooy ñoom ñi jënd li ma suma Seydi Ba wax mooy.
What Seydi Ba told me is
bi gars yi di jënd moto yi.
when they were buying the vehicles.
dañ leen advice moto yi.
They were advised that the vehicles.
boo leen ko jëlee tamit doo leen ko dawal da ngeen ko scrap.
When you buy them, you will not drive them. You're going to scrap them.
But the best reason more xam la moto wala man xaw ma ko.
Why he told them that he is the only one who knows that, not me.
Mr. Jan, when these buyers came to you and you referred to Seydi Ba to go and bring documentation, did anyone of them come with a document?
So bi ñi jënd boss yi bi ñëwee nga rifa leen ci Seydi Ba pour ñu dem jëli kayit ndax biñ demee ci Seydi Ba biñ dellu ci waatee ndax indi nañ kayit.
Maybe honorable déggut suma statement.
Maybe honorable you didn't hear my statement.
waxuma mu dem jëli document.
I didn't say they go and look for document. Go and bring document.
bi ma laajtee Seydi Ba.
When I asked Seydi Ba,
ma ne ko ne ku ñëw ma jox moto bi léegi xanaa seen papers yi.
who comes and asks for the vehicle? What about their document?
mu ne ma am nañ copy ñoom vehicle control.
He told me that they have the copies, them vehicle control.
ku ñëw rifa ko si ma.
Whoever comes, refer them to me.
ma ne ko lu ma gën a ko ni ku nekk mun naa ñëw maamum te man xaw ma kii moom ak kii moomu.
I said, yes, that is it. Because anybody can come and say, I am the owner, I am the owner. And
So-
for me, I don't know who are the owners.
so ku ñëw dama koy rifa si Seydi Ba.
So whoever comes, I refer them to Seydi Ba.
moom Seydi Ba moo ma dee koole ma diw ñëw na fi moom jox ko moto bi.
Seydi Ba is the one who will call me and tell me that X has came here, give him the vehicle.
exactly.
Wa léegi moom laajte bi mu doon laajte mooy ndax ñooñu bu ñuy dellu si waat ndax dañ dee indi wàlle kayit.
kayit yëpp ngi Seydi Ba.
Benn de
yëpp kayit yëpp ngi Seydi Ba.
all the documents are with Seydi Ba.
moom daf ma dee kool rek ne ma Mr comme like nga ne Mr Bojang mu ngay ñëw su ñëwee am na fa moto jox ko.
He just called me verbally to say, like for example, Mr. Bojang is coming. When he comes, give him the vehicle. And he does that.
ñeneen yi dañ ko yóbbu ñeneen dañ ko dox.
Some take it, tow it and take it, others just cut it there.
waaye moto bi doon isi boss yi.
But the vehicle that was bringing the buses
foyel bi State House dañ ko dee jële every day.
was fuel at State House.
Mr. Jan, as a security personnel, with your experience, if people buy vehicles, they are always given document to produce.
That's true.
You on the ground, I think before if a telephone person have qualified those buses to be collected or to be scrapped in your presence. Just a telephone call to say yes, he is the very one, and then you allow them to be without any document. For me, I'm saying that those vehicles we are never auctioned.
Mr. Jan, yow soldat nga ak sa experience. Xam nga ne moto bu ñuy jaay dafay am kayit. Yow ñooñu dañuy ñëw rek Seydi Ba call la ne la joxeel moto bi nga joxe leen te duñ joxe benn kayit ne pour moom moto yooyu noonu oxyduñ leen.
loolu leen Seydi Ba mooy di right mooy Seydi Ba moo nekk ku ko mun a wax because Seydi Ba moo ma ne ici jële moto yi nga denc ko sa place di dem Seydi Ba moo ma ne joxal nit moto mooy nekk si loolu Seydi Ba moo ko war a clarify.
Seydi Ba is the one who can clarify that because Seydi Ba is the one who asked me to take the vehicles to Kanifing and the same Seydi Ba who asked me to give these people the vehicle. So Seydi Ba is the one who can answer that question, not me.
If Seydi Ba said he's not authorized to give those vehicles out, what would you say?
Seydi Ba bu ñëwee taxaw ne déedéet man waxuma la woon ne nga joxe moto yooyu noonu lan ngay wax.
Seydi Ba du mën a wax loolu leen as far as man maa ngi dunda deewuma.
Seydi Ba cannot say that as long as I am alive.
Because of moto yi fiñ foyele.
Because the vehicle where they were fuel.
Bii State House te moo ko sign out.
Inside State House, I signed.
No, not me. Du man de moom moo ko sign out.
Or he signed for the fueling.
Kon Seydi Ba du mën a deny loolu leen.
So Seydi Ba cannot deny that.
Seydi Ba can sign for you from other assignment different from the bosses.
Seydi Ba mun na sign fuel pour beneen assignment bu dul bi.
State House fekkee yaa ngi jël foyel you have to write foog nga binda purpose bi ak mission booy dem.
State House, when you are applying for fuel, you have to write it and write the purpose and sign.
Mr. Judge, Seriba said you forcefully removed Siaka Jammeh.
Seriba mune danga forces Siaka Guinea for food. That is not true.
And now Seriba is not going to say that.
Telegi yange wane Seriba du wax lolu.
Seriba du ko wax fasaten.
And he said it here.
Te wax na ko fi de.
Commission be am na right or Seriba.
The commission has the right to call Seriba.
No, I'm not defining. I'm talking to you now. We are not discussing, not Seriba.
Committee.
If Seriba comes and say, I don't authorize Jagne to give out those vehicles, what will you say?
Laajte bi mooy su Seriba ñëwee mu ne yow joxut la woon autorité pour nga génne foofu moto yi yow lan ngay wax.
jox ma autorité ma génne ko Banjul wala ma joxe ko Kanifing.
He does not give me authority to remove the vehicles from Banjul or to issue them out at Kanifing.
So, Mr. Jai, this statement here, or this letter, actually is not true. Or what the label against you is not true.
Mu ne ndax letter bii nii or statement bii nii biñ binda fii.
By Seriba.
By Seriba binda ko ci jëmale ko sa kaw ndax da ngay wax ne du dëgg.
Am na yu ma si nangu am na yu ma si bañ.
There are some that I will agree to, but there are others that I will deny.
What did you agree upon?
Yan nga ciy nangu.
Mooy cannibalization.
That's the cannibalization.
That's the only one.
Ndax boobu rek la.
Ak moto yi ñu joxe.
And the vehicles that are issued.
That's two.
Yeah.
So the rest was false.
Leneen li si des yëpp du dëgg.
So if Seriba comes here and say he did not authorize you to give those people, what will you say?
Seriba su ñëwee fii ne moom joxut la autorité pour nga génnee moto yi noonu looy wax.
Seriba will not say that.
Seriba du wax loolu.
Seriba will not say that.
Mais Seriba wax na ne déedéet léegi nga ne Seriba du wax loolu.
Nekkul man kenn maay liggéey.
Because it was not me alone that was working.
Bi maa dem maak driver bi amee crane bi ñoo ànd.
When I was going, I went with the driver.
Bi moo wax driver ba ngi toog.
And when he was talking, the driver was sitting.
Te moom saa yu wàcc at the conflict.
And anytime he close work, he will pass by and confirm the.
Gis na ko da bay ñëw di check moto yi.
And the boys that are on duties normally see him when he is checking the vehicle.
Moo tax ma ne Seriba du ko wax.
That is why I say Seriba will not say that.
Mr. Jai, Seriba made a statement. He wrote a letter. And now you are saying that most of these things that he mentioned here were false. That he was not telling the truth. Now you are saying that Seriba will not say the same thing to you, against you again?
Seriba dafa binda letter wala statement wax lu bëri yow ci li nga def waaye yow nga ne yéen ay di ko nangu yéen doo leen nangu léegi Seriba fu mu ne ñëw taxaw ne yow yaa def yow loo xam loo wax ne yow defuloo léegi di seen moom Seriba su ñëwee taxaw ne ñoom joxut la autorité nga joxee moto yooyu noonu lan mooy xew.
Dama witness. I can bring my witness.
I have witness. I will call them.
Mr. Jai, the last one. Mr. Jai, the last one. Mr. Jai, there was a musical set that was at State House. Do you know anything about it?
I'm on a musical set bu nekkoon State House ndax xam nga ci dara.
That were used by foreign musicians in the Gambia. Do you know anything about it?
yoo xam ne musiciens yu jógee bitim réew ñoo ko daan use si biir dëkk bi ndax xam nga ci dara.
I don't see any idea.
I have no idea about.
Thank you. Chair.
Jërëjëf.
Thank you very much. And we will allow Honorable Fofana to come in. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Sergeant Jagne,
Yes, please.
can you help us understand the situation that was prevailing?
Ndax mun nga ñoo dimbale pour ñu understand li nekkoon di xew ci jamono boobu.
The main reason I want us to set a background is
Li tax moo bugga ñu set background mooy
we all know during the Jagne days,
ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne time yi président Jammeh
the state was responsible for his personal vehicles.
state guard ñoom ñoo responsible doon pour moto président.
According to the testimony we received, was responsible for the Gambia government vehicles.
State ba according to testimony bi ñu am moom li war responsibilité mooy moto nguur gi moom yooyu la toppat yooyu la contrôle on.
So how did he
léegi yow si naka
become responsible for both?
nga ñëw nga nekk responsible pour bu yëpp.
Help us understand that situation.
You understand loolu.
Comme ma ñëw ma jël responsabilité lan ak lan ak lan.
Moto nguur ak moto président.
Statement boobu understand ma ko. Ndax man responsabilité.
I don't understand that statement.
Mr. Jagne, what I'm asking is very simple.
Li ma laajte lu yomba la.
Where are you working?
Fan nga doon liggéey.
I'm a sector.
State guard.
During the days of Jammeh,
Time Jammeh.
what was the state guard responsible of when it comes to vehicle?
Lan la mooy woon responsibility state guard in terms of moto. Ci wàlli moto.
Affaire yi moto yi nii. Affaire yi moto yi.
In terms of vehicles, these vehicles.
Moto yi man State House.
These vehicles, the State House.
Foog nga ne soo leen si bëggee am lu leer affaire yi moto.
Mr. Jagne,
Na?
answer the question I asked you. Answer the question I asked you. You are working as a state guard.
Yes. Yes.
Mu ne nga tontu laajte bi mu la laaj ko yow yaa ngi doon liggéey as state guard.
Waaw.
During the times of Yaya Jammeh,
Waxtu Yaya Jammeh.
were the state guard responsible for controlling vehicles?
Ndax state guard ñoo responsible on pour control moto yi.
Waaw li ma si xam mooy.
What I know about it is
Moto soldat yi.
the soldiers' vehicle,
Loolu mi ngi nekkoon ci loxo soldat yi.
they were under the soldiers.
Waaye am na ñu ko jël responsibility.
And there are people who were more responsible.
Seydi Ba tamit am na moto.
No, just wait. Don't have my questions. You said what you understand is,
Mu ne nga xaar.
you said what you understand is the vehicles that belong to the soldiers were under the control of the soldiers, right?
Li nga understand mooy moto yi nga xam ne moom la soldat yi amee woon ci loxo soldat yi lañ nekkoon.
Waaw.
Yes.
Under whose control?
Ki contrôle kan.
Jilbaat.
Jilbaat.
Gilbert? Gilbert what?
Jilbaat what?
He was a major, if I'm not forgetting.
Give us the full name.
I cannot recall the full name to the front, but I know it was Gilbert.
What was his rank?
If I know it was a major.
He was a major. Yeah, if you are comfortable in English, you can continue.
No, not them all. My mistake.
Thank you.
Let's speak in Wolof because I want to make a mistake.
You said Gilbert, you can't recall the show name, but you know he was a soldier. He was a major, right?
Officer.
Okay, now we've
Gilbert
established.
mun loo fàttaliku santam bi waaye nga ne mun ngaa fàttaliku ne officer la woon.
Wow.
Now we've established that the vehicles of the military was under their own custody.
Léegi xam nañ ne nga ne soldat yi moto yi ñu amee woon ñoom seen boppa ñoo ko doon contrôle.
And Gilbert was the one commanding that.
Gilbert moo doon commande loolu.
Wow.
Now, Sediba,
Yes. Léegi Seydi Ba.
during the times of the former president,
If time yi former president
what was his responsibility when it comes to vehicles?
lan moo nekkoon warugalam la liggéeyam.
Tami ya jeme so buge dega siman.
During Yaya Jammeh's time, we want to hear the truth.
With my rank.
Ak suma rank. With my rank.
I want any access and any I want ben access.
I don't have any access.
I want ben dole si moto yi.
I don't have any power in the
I
vehicle.
want dara si moto yi.
I don't know anything about the vehicles.
Because ñi ko don téye yépp because ñi ko don amé yépp
All those who were having the vehicles,
they are all high rankers.
they were all high rankers.
Mun mala wax dara time bu time ya jeme.
I cannot tell you anything about during Yaya Jammeh's time.
Very well, we will take that response.
They didn't get loolu.
What was your rank then?
Lan moo nekkoon sa rank time boobu?
Corporal.
Corporal.
So now, can you tell us when you were assigned, which month and year were you assigned by the late Padera?
Donc mun nga ñoo wax ban weer ak ban bés lañ la assign woon leet Padera bi mu la assign woon.
One be maybe the more recall.
Maybe I cannot remember the month,
Why year be?
but the year,
Small party have between 17 and 18.
between 2017 and 2018.
Because Munuma wa exactly date we found them to the commission.
Because I cannot say any date and you said I am lying to the commission, to the committee.
By then, what was your rank?
Time Bolan Moy wants a rank,
Corporal.
corporal.
And this is where my question is coming from.
Foofu suma laajte bi di ñëwee.
That was the first question I asked you.
Loolu moo nekk first question bi ma laaj.
And you said it very well.
Te wax nga ko.
You said during the times of Yaya Jammeh,
Nga ne waxtu Yaya Jammeh woon.
you knew nothing about the vehicles
Xamuloo woon dara si moto yi.
because they were handled by high-ranking officers.
Because ñu ngi woon si ron ñu ay high rank.
Now, my question is,
Léegi suma laajte bi mooy.
can you help us understand the situation
Ndax mun nga ñëw pour ñu understand situation
that prevailed during your assignment,
bu xew time sa time assignment
which allowed a low-ranking officer
bi tax low ranking officer
to be in custody
pour mu nekk in charge in
of the Gambia government vehicles?
moto Gambia government.
Can you make us understand?
Ndax mun nga ñëw wax
How did you climb the ladder
naka nga eegee laada bi
that your corporal position
position yi corporal
was more substantial than that of a major
moo gënoon a am doole major
for you to be given that responsibility?
pour ñu jox la responsibility boobu.
Thank you very much.
Jërëjëf, thank you.
Li ma xam lu ndaw ma xam si wàllu army bi.
The little that I know about the army,
Maybe duma ko mën a wax si Wolof waaye dinaa ko wax si English tuuti.
maybe I cannot say it in Wolof, but I will say it in English.
Dañ dee wax ne portfolio super si rank.
Say again.
Portfolio super si rank.
Portfolio super C rank.
When he speaks in English, you don't need to interpret. Continue.
Okay, because di ma waxee yow ni
I am talking to you now.
I'm a sergeant,
I am a sergeant,
but I am giving tax the place of captain. ñi ma jox su ma nekk ni sergeant la waaye ñi ma jox liggéey boo xam ne ni place captain la.
as I am speaking to you, I am a sergeant, but I am given a position of a captain
Because of they ma appoint as a OT, officer commanding.
because I am appointed as an OC.
Loolu moo tax ma ne rang bi taxawul.
That is why I said the rank doesn't stand.
Mr. Jagne.
Now,
Mr. Jagne,
yes, please.
that question will be answered.
Sorry.
I say that question will be answered.
Laajte boobu noonu dinañ ko tontu.
Okay.
The question, we'll go around it, but he will answer it.
The question bi dinañ wóor waaye maanaam wiiri jaari ndaar.
And now I will help you to answer it.
Mais naa la dimbale nga tontu ko.
Thank you for that.
Which month did you start recovering the government vehicles? Because you just told Honorable Sar that you were part of the individuals who were recovering government vehicles.
Yes.
Which month was that? And year?
Fan weer nga commencé di dem jëli government moto yi because wax nga Honorable Sarr ne yow bokk nga si ñi nga xam ne ñoo doon dem round di jëli moto government.
Waa dëgg la bokk naa si.
It's true, I was part of them.
Which month and year was that?
Ban weer at la woon.
Baaw ma si memory pour keep pour denc dara si suma brain bi waaye xam naa ne start di jël moto yi suma fàttalee boobu si biir 2018 bi la.
I am not good at keeping memories, but I can remember when we started picking this vehicle was in 2018.
Mr. Jan, were you recovering vehicles when the president was in Dakar before his return to the Gambia?
Ndax yaa ngi doon jël ay moto time bi nga xam ne président bi mu ngi Sénégal.
Time bi président bi nekk Sénégal mooy li ma la wax fii nii moto yi nekkoon kootu mooy bi coalition bi jëloon Pajero bi.
When the president was in Senegal, the vehicles that I was taking, like I told you, the one that the RSM said, that's the Pajero that was at Kotu.
Waaye comme man soo ma jóg dem jël moto time boobu noonu amut xanaa ma am naka su fekkee ne moto yi coalition bi dañ ko jël ma explain ko Seydi Ba because moom lañu wax ne moom moo contrôle moto yi government bi yëpp mu ne ma su fekkee coalition ba la apprehend ko.
Like myself, I go and pick vehicles. No, only the vehicles that were taken by the coalition boys. And when that happens, I call Seriba and talk to him. And Seriba will tell me, these coalition boys, go and take it.
Mr. Jagne, by the time the president was in Dakar, was Seriba active and powerful by then?
Mr. Time the president...
I want you to recall very well. I want you to recall very well.
I'm going.
The time the president was in Dakar, were you taking command from Seriba?
Time the president bineke Dakar. Ndax time mo nonu Seriba ngi active on ndax yang doon jël commande ci Seriba.
Seriba ngi active because ñoom yëpp dañ daa ñëw report ci Burfoot.
Seriba was active because all of them were reporting at Burfoot.
waaye jël commande bi moo wax su fekkee ne comme liñ ma brief bi ma nekkee Burfoot.
The taking command that you're talking about, it is what I was briefed from Burfoot.
Comme any vehicle boo xam ne ni government la or whatever loo xam ne state house la boobu Seydi Ba moom moo in charge.
Any vehicle that is government or anything that has to do with state house, Seydi Ba is responsible.
So you are taking command from Seydi Ba in January of 2017.
Yang doon jëlee command Seydi Ba January 2017.
si affaire yi moto yi.
In terms of vehicles.
Seydi Ba was directing you as to which cars you have to intercept.
Seydi Ba moo la doon wax yow ban moto nga war a jël.
waaw moom ak teamam bi du man kenn moom ak teamam bi because team baa fa woon.
Yes, not me alone, but me and Seydi Ba's team because his team was there.
Mr. Jagne, can you recall your first appearance here? When I asked you, when I asked you the question as to who deployed you, between Turo Jagne, between Seth Njai and the late Dauda Fadera. Can you recall?
Seth Njai and the late Dauda Fadera.
Can you recall? What was your
there are things that I can still remember.
What was your response?
My response was when Dauda Fadera asked me to go to Kotu, I told him that I cannot go there alone. Then he explained to PIU Dabo. Meanwhile, I explained to the person that I trust and he was my commander, that is Seth Njai. I told him that this is what Secretary General said, me and the PIU to go to MSA and take care of the vehicles. And he told me, if it is government vehicle, government material, you can go, but always make sure you liaise with somebody who knows the vehicles. Don't do anything that is that you know doesn't go with the person that knows the vehicle.
Then
Then that's the time you ask him.
Yes or no. Send ya direct, direct or mo fati wuté daf mala ci nga sey moma dere o dara fare moma dere so fati wuté daw fekké mo na ma help ni ma pen bo ba am ko ansama na ko yes send.
Then you ask him, you told him that I want you to answer me yes or no. Were you assigned by Seth Njai or Dauda Fadera? That's the time he said yes.
What I want from your response, you've said it. When was that? Which year and month was that?
But so is it a very month? I come compass like yes because I'm not good on cram on that. Hadn't been, I was writing it. One can understand why Mulmoko recall. Why Hamna.
If you talk about month and date, once you mention date, I am confused because I'm not good at cramming these things. But I can remember yes, that happens.
Yeah, but if you get confused, I'm very sorry. That will not be of our making. It is your responsibility to know the time that you were deployed. Well, so I'll ask you the question again.
loolu yow sa affaire ko yow yaa war a da nga war a xam li nga doon def waaye léegi dinaa dellu laajte waat la laajte bi.
jaxasoo in the sense ne mënuma tontu.
I am not confused in the sense that I cannot respond.
Maybe fi ma mën a sukkandiku ba xam date bi ak month bi.
Maybe where I can base my thing to remember the date and the month.
Because of comme ni ma wax démb documents yi si kim nekk.
Because what I said yesterday, the person that is having the document.
Suma father de mi start di jël moto yi andi laaj yooyu yëpp mi ngi si because ku ñëw jël moto.
If I can remember.
Mr. Jagne, we haven't reached there and we don't have the question of time. The simple question I ask is, when were you authorized by State Njai to go to MSA? If you can't remember the day, you cannot remember the month, can you tell us the year?
While you wax mooy yow soo mënee fàttaliku kañ la State Njai yóbbuwaan fële na le soo mënut a fàttaliku bés bi mënuloo fàttaliku weer bi waaye nga wax ñu at bi.
Remember why maybe some of you guys think I'm gonna recall better than me. My can be can be this president neke Dakar.
I cannot remember the date, but maybe some of you can help. The time is when the present president is in Dakar.
In Dakar.
That's the time I went to Burfoot. Between me going to Burfoot and going to Kotu,
couple of some months that why Mulma recall months.
It was about a couple of months. I cannot remember how many months.
Is it up to 6 months?
Ndax mut na juroom benn weer.
Waaw war na ko mo daan. Waaye mu mutut year.
Yeah, maybe, but it's not up to a year.
It's not up to a year.
I don't think mut na a year. Because Mulma just to be candid.
You want to say Njai after Dauda Fadera approach you, right?
The one nga si State Njai after Dauda Fadera waxe ak yow.
Wow.
Yes.
Mr. Jagne, stop misleading the committee.
Mr. Jagne, bayal di jaxase committee bi.
5 minutes ago,
juróomi minutes ci gannaaw.
I asked you,
laaj naa la.
when the late Dauda Fadera
Kañ la late Dauda Fadera
asked you to go to MSA,
la wax nga dem MSA.
you said in 2018.
Nga ne 2018.
You said in 2018.
Nga ne 2018.
And now,
léegi
based on your narration,
ci yow li nga wax tay nettali.
the current president was in Senegal
President bi nekk ni ready mu ngi woon Sénégal.
up to around January, February of 2017.
February, February of 2017.
You said, yes,
Nga ne
the time frame
diggante bi
didn't last more than a year,
passé wut at.
which means no matter what happened,
muy tekki ne ak lu munti xew.
the time that the Fadera ordered you
Waxtu bu wa Dauda Fadera waxee ak yow.
or asked you to go to MSA
Wala bi mu la waxee ne pour nga dem MSA.
was in 2017.
Loolu ngi nekkoon 2017.
So now I give you the opportunity again.
Léegi dinaa la jox opportunity bi
Set the record straight.
pour nga wax mu jub.
When did the late Dauda Fadera ask you
Kañ la late Dauda Fadera wax
to go to MSA?
pour nga dem MSA.
Lima waxoon ba léegi loolu lay waxaat rek.
I will just repeat what I said.
Man, I'm not good in crime of date or month. Waaye xam naa ne
But I know
moom Dauda Fadera bi ma waxee loolu leen
him Dauda Fadera when he told me,
si laa soog a waxaat suma commandant bi nga xam ne óolu naa ko.
that's the time I spoke to my commander, the one I chose.
Ok su ma waxee 2018 la.
Okay, when I said it's 2018,
I might not wrong. Maybe jumuma.
Maybe I might not be wrong.
Waaye nekkul ne dama mislead committee because man mënuma crime mënuma ko bàyyi dafa yaay.
Because it's not that I am misleading the committee. It's just that I cannot cram because it's been a while.
So
I cannot remember.
my apology if you think that dama la mislead.
My apologies if I am misleading.
ñoo ma fi pour mislead leen waaye man baaxuma
I'm
si
here to
si crime.
mislead.
Mr. True enough, you are not good enough, or you can't cram dates, but you've definitely remembered so many things here.
Well,
You've remembered
fàttaliku bés.
you remember
Fàttaliku lu bari.
you remember individuals,
Mun nga fàttaliku ay nit.
You've remembered the number of vehicles you've given them.
Mun nga fàttaliku nomba moto yi ngay joxe.
You've remembered conversations that happened 5 years ago,
Mun nga fàttaliku waxtaan yi nga xam ne amoon nañ juróomi at ci gannaaw.
6, 7, 8 years ago.
Juróomi at juróom-ñaari at ci gannaaw.
You've remembered those.
Mun nga fàttaliku yooyu.
bi ma laajtee moto yi.
When you
No,
ask,
I didn't ask you a question yet.
mu ne laajaangut la.
I'm just on the issue that you said you cannot remember even years.
Mu ngi si mbiri li nga wax ne mun loo fàttaliku.
Now tell us, I want this question answered before I
Léegi wax
continue.
ñu dama bëgg nga tontu laajte bi.
Which year did the late Elder Fadera sign you
Kañ
and the station and
daaw
everything?
dafa deera asaan pour nga dem gaani fi.
dama bëgg a like ma xalaat fekk lan moo happen noonu léegi su ma waxee dee bi happen noonu di nga mën a xam ban eer la waaye pour bëgguma waxaat mu foog maa ngi koo mistake because dawla pare bi ma dee wax ma dem kóotu time boobu noonu.
I want to think and remember what happens that time so that I can know, well, so that I can relate it to, I can relate that to, so that I can remember.
I can help
Because
you.
I don't want
You
to.
gave us a response.
And you said I am misleading you.
I can help him. During his first appearance, he gave us a reason.
Mais mun naa laa dimbale bi nga njëkkee ñëw fii nii jox nga ñu raison.
I don't know whether that will be enough. But
Ndax xam ndax loolu dina doy.
you said the late Elder Fadera asked you to go to MSA because by then they were cannibalizing government vehicles. Is that right?
Nga ne daaw dafa dira bi wala woon na nga dem MSA because time boobu noonu dañ nekkoon di cannibalize moto yi.
Maybe now, all you need to do is think a little. No, I'm not. Allow me to finish. As to when was this actually happening? When were they cannibalizing government vehicles to the extent that Dauda Fadera asked you to go? And you said the other reason was the coalition boys went to MSA, took some vehicles. The following morning, Dauda Fadera came to Fajara. Or was it Burfoot? Met the vehicle there, asked you, came to Burfoot, asked you, who is the owner of this vehicle? You said that vehicle was being driven by Honorable Kante. And he asked them to return it. And based on those circumstances, you were ordered to go to MSA. Is that correct?
That's right.
Then how can it be 9 months, 6 months? This was January, February of 2017. This was the time the president was in Fajar, was in Burfoot. So now, can you tell this committee, for the purpose of the records, when were you ordered by Dauda Fader to go to MSC?
I will still say the same. Bukuma lena penal because munuma recall. I'm not a man for one. Why munuma recall baby? Munuma recall even to be frank enough. Bukuma te ngeen jox ma lo xamni ele da nga wax jaay dama penal o jaay def ni mislead. I'm here to mislead the committee.
Okay, Mr. Jagne, right now we do not have an interpreter, so we'll do it in English before he comes. He will be absent for 5 minutes. So I'll ask you in English, you answer. Mr. Jagne, is it the instance that deliberately you don't want to remember? Because you know that if you tell the committee the exact time frame, you'll have a lot of questions to answer. Is that the case?
Not actually that. I'm avoiding. I'm avoiding to you guys to thinking that I am misleading you.
No.
I will not take that risk and give time before you guys think that and I'm not here to mislead anybody.
Okay, now I will ask you this simple question that will help you. By the time the late Dauda Fadera was assigning you to go to MSA, the current president, was he still at Burfoot or in Fajara?
No. You know, he was living in Pajara but worked in this place. I think, no, by then he was living at Pajara. I think, yeah, he was living in Pajara, if I'm not wrong. Because he first stayed in Burfoot and then started going to work in Pajara and then go back to Burfoot. After that, he finally moved to Pajara.
But is it correct that the said vehicles that were taken from MSA, Dauda Fadera showed them paraded in Burfoot? Is that correct?
I don't understand. Is it correct, Dr. Fadera?
You said some vehicles were picked from MSA, taken to Burfoot, and the following morning, Dr. Fadera met them there. Is that correct?
And that actually happening.
That happened.
Yes, sir.
So now we want to understand, how many months did it take after that incident for you to be reassigned to MSA?
It take long.
It take long.
It take long.
So is it that your first submission to the committee that it was because of the action of the coalition boys and the cannibalization of the vehicles which necessitated Dr. Fadera taking you to MSA? Is it that you are taking back that response?
Take that response.
Dinaa ko si olof nga dégg ko dinaa ko si angale si olof lu ma laa laajte léegi mooy ne xanaa tontu boo ñu joxoon ne soo gisee Dawda Fadera yóbbu la MSA si lu mu doon sukkandiku mooy ne coalition boys yi dañ dee dem MSA jël fa moto ñaareel am na ñoo xamante ne ñu doon jël alali nguur bi di moto yi di la nii ndax sa tontu boobu da nga ko bëgg a jël.
ndax tur boobu dama ko bëgg a jël.
waaw. xool ma monsieur Jagne yaa ñu waxoon ne
waaw
boo gisee Dawda Fadera yóbbu la Fajara
waaw
benn no kóotu benn si lu sukkandiku mooy ne moto nguur yu fa nekkoon nit ñi ñu ngi la nom yaata
waaw
ñaareel coalition boobu dañ fa doon dem fekk fa si ak jeeta di ko bundu xatal
waaw
di ko tiital
waaw
bañ fa jëlee moto
waaw
yóbbu ko Brufut
waaw
Dawda Fadera ñëw si suba si gis moto bi ne fan la jógee ñu ne ko MSA mu ne loolu warut a am
waaw
nga ne si yéen a sukkandiku léegi lu ma laa bëgg a laajte mooy ndax tontu yooyu noonu yoo ñu joxoon dañ ko bëgg a jëlaat
yooyu ba léegi si loola nekk.
Then how can it happen that the Fadera realized that it took him 9 months to assign you to MSA? Lu ma la laajte léegi mooy ne naka la mun a amee bu Dawda Fadera demee boo xam ji nii mu jël ko mu demee si juróom-ñeenti weer balaa mu laa yóbbu MSA.
loolu laa la wax may munu maa di dem ba ñaata weer la wala bi ma appoint waaye xam naa man si nu laa sukkandiku ne loolu moo tax mu yóbbu ma fa.
Jaan bëgg naa fàttaliku ndig wala ne boo fàttalikoo di nga tontu yoo xamante ne di nga dugg si biir.
or na ma or Mohamed Ahouane bu ma ko recall.
You don't want to recall because you know if you tell us the exact date, you'll have a lot of questions to answer. And the issue here is not only misleading the committee, but if you hide information from the committee willingly, no, allow, that's equally contempt. We know the data either from you or someone else. Nekk na rek bu dee xam nga committee bi lu amut fala la loi di daaneel bu dee xam nga nga xam dëgg sa loxo waaye nga bëgg lu wax dina la daaneel.
That's fact loolu dëgg la.
bu dee wala ci keneen dinañ xam exact date bu la fa Dawda Fadera yi.
loolu dëgg la.
Dama Mr. Jagne, is it your submission that you don't remember when you were assigned to MSA? Lu ma la laajte mooy ndax tontu booy jox committee bi moo ne xamuloo kañ lañ la yóbbu MSA.
Definitely mënu ma ko remember.
You cannot remember.
mënu ma ko remember definitely waaye xam naa ne yóbbu nañ ma fa te du ma ko mos a bañ yóbbu nañ ma fa te maa ngi fa woon.
You've been a serving officer since 2004. Continue.
Yeah, he nekkoon serving officers depuis 2004.
That's how long is now.
loolu ñaata at la.
Unless ma ko calculate.
Unless if I calculate it.
Boo ko mën a tëb rek wax ko léegi nii right away.
Jagne, from 2004 to 2025 is how many years? Calculate it. Even if you take your fingers, calculate
Li
it.
ko doyee 2000
You can take a calculator, you calculate it.
2025 ñaata at la.
Yes. Because since you don't seem to know anything, or you can't remember anything now, you can do it the hard way.
If I'm not wrong, I am maa ngi enter si suma 21 years.
So 21 years now.
Jagne, what is to calculate that?
Because bul ma ko tëb rek wax ko ni lii la.
Na da nga soxla calculator pour calculate loolu. I cannot just
bu ma
come
wax
and
ne
say
léegi dafa indi problème fii.
I cannot just jump and say it and I'll say something that will bring me problems.
This takes me to my initial question.
Lii daf may loolu si suma first laajte bi.
An officer who cannot recall anything,
Officer bu mënut a fàttaliku dara.
an officer who cannot remember anything,
Officer bu mënut a fàttaliku dara.
start given the responsibility
Ba léegi ñu ngi koy jox responsibility bu mag boobu
of recovering government vehicles,
pour muy dem jëli ay moto government
securing them,
di leen
and making sure that they are safeguarded.
pour make sure ñu ngi safe.
It's either two things.
Ñaari yëf lay nekk.
Either you are not being truthful to this committee,
Ndax nekkuloo di dégguwuloo si committee bi.
is that I will start with that.
Dinaa commencé noonu.
Is it being truthful to this committee?
Ndax mënuloo déggu ci committee pour committee bi.
man foog naa képp ki ñu man maa gën a déggoo si comité bi because comité bi li ñoo def nii man maa ko gën a appreciate.
I think whoever went past here, I am the most fruitful one because I am the one who is more appreciative to this thing than anybody.
loo moo tax su ma joxee time bu nee ma 10 ma ñëw 8.
This is why when you give me time, you say 10, I come at 8.
No, Bobu that one is not a favor. You don't have an option. You are here.
Loolu moom nekkuloo di ñu defaral fi boobu moom amuloo option foog nga nekk fi rek.
You have to come.
Foog nga ñëw rek.
You must come.
Foog nga ñëw.
If you are being truthful to the committee,
Su fekkee ne da nga déggu ci committee bi.
then how did these traits of yours escape the people who assigned you to MSA?
Te naka li ricce pour ñi yóbbu ñu assign MSA.
Sa xam bi naka la ñara yóbbu MSA.
Sa ñàkk a xam bi naka la ricce ñi nga xam ne ñoo la yóbbu MSA.
su ma ñàkk a xam rëcc kom
Naka la ricce ñi nga xam ne ñoo la yóbbu MSA ba xamuñ ne yow xamuloo.
comme man su ma ñàkk a xam-xam
Waaw.
naka la rëcc ñi ma yóbbu MSA.
I didn't say sa ñaka xam-xam.
Sa ñàkk a xam.
Mr. John, you don't seem to remember anything. You don't
su ma ñàkk a xam-xam xam-xam comme naka xam-xam su ma nar a ko la because su ne sa ñàkk a xam-xam moo tax
I didn't say ñaka xam-xam. Sa ñaka xam.
Nekkut xam-xam.
Waaw.
Sa ñàkk a xam.
sa ñàkk a fàttaliku ko sa ñàkk a xam because fàttaliku mu fa xam mu fa
What's xam in all of?
xam loo xam.
Thank you.
What do you know? What you don't know, you forget it.
Then why ñaka fatale ko nga dem mo xam-xam la lante wul. Continue, answer based on that. You can answer.
Continue nga tontu.
waata ma dégg wala partenaire bu mel ni waata ma dégg mu ne la moo tax
Repeat the question. Mu ne lan naka la ñi nga xam ne ñoo la yónni MSA. Sa ñàkk a xam naka la leen ricce ba yóbbu la MSA.
boobu moom wax dëgg yàlla boobu du ma ko mën a foog naa ñoo ñu ma ko yóbbu ñoo mën a wax la moo tax ñu yóbbu ma foofu noonu.
That I cannot answer. Baby,
We proceed from this point. It's your submission that you don't remember when you were assigned to MSA, right?
ndax say kaddu la ne mun loo fàttaliku kañ lañ la yóbbu MSA.
You don't remember the month,
Mun loo fàttali weer bi.
you don't remember the date,
Mun loo fàttaliku bés bi.
you don't remember the year.
Mun loo fàttaliku at.
definitely mën ma ko fàttali ko dëgg na yàlla
Definitely I cannot remember.
bëgguma wax fenn
To be frank.
ci commission bi.
I cannot mislead the committee.
But by the time they were sending you to MSA,
Waaye waxtu biñ la yónni MSA.
was the president still in Fajar?
Ndax time président bi mu ngi woon Fajara ndax pour fut.
bi ma dem MSA su ma fàttewutee président baa ngi woon Fajara
When I was going to MSA,
waaw su ma
if I
fàttewutee moom
don't
Fajara
forget, the president was in Fajara.
The president was in Fajar by then.
President mu ngi woon Fajara time boobu.
de time boobu fekk daf daan jógee waaw fekk mi ngi Fajara loolu laa mën a recall daal fu mu fàttewutee.
Yes, he was in Fajara. That's what I can remember.
Mr. Jagne, recall. I will give you the opportunity to recall. If you even make two minutes,
ma
I
xam
will
ne
give
time
it to
boobu
you.
dañ daan jël añ Fajara di ko isi kóotu.
Because I can remember by that time they normally bring lunch for us from Fajara to MSA.
Was the president in Fajara or in Brufut?
Time o president mu ngi woon Fajara ndax mu ngi woon Brufut.
Speaking of Mundama allow must start from Benjamin Kotu until now. Maybe they recall here.
If you can allow me to start it from when he was at Fajara up till now, then I will remember.
What?
You allow la pour
Comme the moment speaking recall na speaking what na ko smoke money recall mo ni bima dawda parede di wani kuma dem Kotu.
If I can remember when Dauda Carrera was asking me to go to Kotu,
That's
the time they went to collect the Pajero.
But was the president in China or was he in Senegal?
President by one Senegal.
Then the president was in Senegal.
Okay, Bimneke Senegal.
When he was in Senegal,
Tambo ñu la ñom sédé ba yépp dañ dé dem Burfoot.
In those days, both us and Sediba, we normally go to Burfoot.
Tough time for my report here.
And we know why. Let's proceed.
Continue.
Thank you.
We'll get the date. We'll get the date. And we'll rekindle your selective memory.
Then refresh some mind.
Where was it right there? You know the exact time you were asked to go to MSA. And you know when the president was not in town. You know the year, you know the month.
Wakone mangi jakalo Quran la gina ragal dan whatever why you moto di mo buguma waxat cause mus na fe wax dara ma cancel bi ma mistake date bi mu fogni ma ko mistake mo li la avoid bugutu ma guess what did me I'm not too sure. I give respect to the committee buguma la waxal fen.
I am facing the Quran. I will not tell you a lie. I remember there was this time I was talking to council and I gave him a wrong date, and I don't want the same thing to happen again. So I will not tell you a lie. I respect the committee.
That's in order.
Now
let's look at the reason for your assignment to MSA. Is it your submission that you were assigned to MSA to safeguard the vehicles and stop the cannibalization of government vehicles that was going on?
To stop cannibalizing moto.
Wow, stop cannibalization you outside for your jail.
Yes, stop cannibalization of those coming from outside.
That was your responsibility. That was the main reason they took you there, right?
I agree.
I agree.
Then, how does it happen that when you were still there, vehicles were being cannibalized? And I'm asking you this question because Honorable Sar did put it to you that you failed in your responsibility. And you said no.
Different yow yaangi won fofu non te yow lol mo nekkon sa responsibility ngay nangu yi def cannibalization honorable Sall wax na la ko ne la da nga fail ci sa duty nga ne dedet.
We look at the issue of cannibalization and we look at the
cannibalization
and we look at the issue where you were giving vehicles to people.
And you said mbiri naka nga don joxe lutax nga don jox nit ñi moto.
Who is Mr. Njai? You said you forgot his name. Do you remember the name now?
Kan moy Mr. Njai da nga waxon ne da nga faté tour ndax légui fatal ko nga tour bi.
After mention now, Ibrahim Njai. After mention now.
Ibrahim Njai.
I mentioned it that said it's Ibrahim Njai.
Evaluator.
The evaluator.
Is he alive?
Ndax mu ngi dunda.
He passed away.
He passed away.
Who is Tafa? You said you forgot the surname.
Kan moy Tafa nga ne da nga faté tour bi.
Ko moy Mustafa mo fa nekkon di liggéey ak mo nekkon deputy.
Mustafa was the one that was working with him. He was his deputy.
Do you remember his name now?
ndax fàttaliku nga santam.
I don't know.
You remember the name of the individual who passed away, but forgot the name, the surname of the one who is alive.
Because, okay.
Fàtte nga turi fàttaliku nga turi ki nga xam ne dafa gaañu waaye kële mun nga fàtte santam.
Okay, Mr. Njai, the popular, everybody that they mention name of Mr. Njai, Mr. Njai.
Because Mr. Njai was popular, everybody was mentioning him, Mr. Njai, Mr. Njai.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say here is, you are not helping the committee to know the one who is alive.
Lima wax mooy yow nekkuloo di dimbale committee pour ñu mun a ut nit ki nga xam ne mu ngi dunda.
The one who passed away, may she so rest in peace, but the committee cannot question that person. The one who can question is the one who is alive. You only know the name and you forgot the surname. They are the ones residing at now.
Ki gaañu. Ki dunda. Ndax xam nga fi mu dëkk right now.
Demba 6 more have one now, why 20 with mile and Solembuge Muna find out number but there's no response.
Fine.
On yesterday, I said if you want, I can find out his number. There was no response from the committee.
If I may interject, that there was indeed a response from the committee, and the committee asked for the number. But the committee asked that at the session, the number will be collected. So there was in fact a response.
Did you get the number from him?
No, I not the number for him because he was not today. But after his testimony, he is supposed to meet with the investigation team to get not only the number but other things as well.
Okay, then
Committee be
no,
responsible.
that's okay. That's internal. So, council, I will serve that. I will serve that. So, but council dina dilamu. Cannibalization, bufadom am. See, you can. Sorry, I should ask in English. Will you accept the fact that the cannibalization that was happening, either by yourself or other people, should not have happened?
Ndax yow di nga nangu ne cannibalisation bi doon am foofu noonu mooy yow bi nga doon def ak bu ñeneen doon def warutoon a am.
What am si panna bo xamne speakone dañ ko def fi suñu wali boppa fekka amuñ woon loo xam ne ni kaddu yu taxaw la si ñi fa teg oto yi.
It should not have happened. It was in a way that we did not have a reason of doing it, like a good reason of doing the cannibalization.
You were ordered to go and stop the cannibalization.
Dañ la joxoon order pour nga dem pour nga stop cannibalization.
Then what other instructions would make cannibalization lawful now?
Léegi yow bu léegi kon ban façon yi ndigal mooy war a mun a tax léegi cannibalization boobu noonu léegi mu tegu si yoon.
ñi doon dem pour cannibalize ñooñu leen demoon pour cannibalize ñooñu den demoon pour sàcc.
Those who were there to cannibalize did not have authority. Those people were there to steal.
Because of ñoom ñoo doon ñaay fensi ñoo duga bagage di yóbbu.
Because they were the ones scaling the wall to come and take the materials and go with them.
Waaye man suma cannibalize.
But me, for my cannibalization.
Allow me, before you proceed. Where are people coming from? The guys, people who were jumping the fence.
You don't know no di ñaay fence bi fan lañ doon jóge.
Fence bi dañ ko dogon si ron fa la gaay doon duga. Ba léegi mu fa.
Where were they coming from?
And it's still there. That's where they normally use.
Where were they coming from?
Fan lañ doon jóge.
No, how many? Why then they dig see outside? Why how much can why how many new regional bagage?
I don't know where they used to come from, but I know they were coming from outside and they were coming in to take material.
Because Mr. Jagne, I live in Kutu, in my daddy's compound since 1995.
Mr. Yeah, man Kutu la deka si ke da dekon suma keri papa. Ti la deka fofu la deka betey depuis 1995.
The field you see there is where I play football still now.
Field bi nga gis nonu ba legi fa lay play football.
You know the place is heavily guarded.
Xam nañ ne fofu nonu dafa am security dega.
For over 20 years, we are living in that place.
Mu def ci ñaar fukki at ñun ñu ngi dëkk fofu.
In fact, we don't have one fence.
In fact, amul benn fence sax.
We have a wire fence
Am nga wire fence
and a brick one.
ak fence brick.
And you have guards inside.
te yaa ngi am ay soldats tam si.
So how is it the fact that people will come from the outside and cannibalize without you people knowing?
naka la nit ñi di jógee si biti ñëw di cannibalize foofu noonu te yéen doon si
It is surrounding.
li nekk ci fi ko wóor.
Those of us who grow in Kotu and the ones who are there still now,
ñun ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi màggee kootu ak ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi fa nekk ba léegi.
nobody goes by that fence because you know that it's heavily guarded.
kenn du dee jegeñ fence boobu noonu bu ko ñëpp xam nañ ne ko dañ ko dee garder déggantaan.
So now you want to tell us people were the ones coming from outside. So
léegi nga bëgg a ñoo wax ne yow nit ñi dañ dee jógee si biti di fa ñëw kon yow lan mooy woon sa liggéey bi.
even yàggu dara ni sax
even not long ago.
nawet suñ breaker bi
nawet breaker.
ni dafa ñëw foofu ñaay over the fence
somebody came and scaled the fence.
egg si kaw dog ko yóbbu ko egg si kaw dog ko yóbbu ko
well climb up and cut it and take it.
te moom field boo ma ne foofu la moom football
and the field that you say that where you normally play football.
su fa delluwaatee su xoolee opposite field bi si boori post bi right away
if you go back there and you look opposite the post and you look right away,
dina gis ne fence bi dañ ko undermine
you will see that the fence is undermined.
fekk xamaguma sax moom ngi kóotu si ma state mi war naa may le fence bi dañ ko coppati wala dugal jaabos mënut a dugal.
Then I didn't even know that you were staying in Kotu, but I told you that that fence, they broke it and they were trying to take away the gearbox.
There are so many cases yoo xam ne ni
There are so many cases that you know.
yu bëri affaire yi theft dañ ko dee report Kotu station.
They're about theft. We take them to Kotu.
I have 2 questions for you to allow other honorable members. How many right now stationed with you at the MSA?
ñaata soldat nga am right now yoo xam ne ñu ngi leen station pour MSA Kotu.
At times I have 6, at times I have 5 because it depends the way they come.
And they are armed. Are they armed?
They are fully
Ndax ñu
armed.
ngi gànnaayu.
They are all armed.
Yes, they are all armed.
They are all armed.
Wow.
Yes.
6 armed men.
juróom benn nit yu amee gànnaay.
And you want us to believe that people come from outside and steal
nga
on our
ay
eyes.
nit dañuy jógee ci biti ñëw di sàcc bagage foofu.
Take agents of machines which are heavy to move.
di jël ay engine moto yoo xam ne dañ diis ñu leen a génne.
All right, li ma want to understand léegi la moo laajte gàtt wala suma gàtt before la moo laajte because we are affaire machine right now machine musuñ ko passage.
Are you
So,
asking about the guards right now there, my guards, or you're talking about them? Because right now there are no machines there.
Let's talk about the breaker. You said this recently.
Yes, you can.
Wax ne mu ngi tëj.